PCR. Okay, next we have to find our P. So P we know already. So next we have to find our PCR. So if we were to acquire our PCR, okay, so if we were to now so PCR in the XZ plane. Is it XZ? Hold on. The PCR in the YZ plane, sorry. So this is equal to pi squared E IX over L squared. Okay, over L squared. So the next thing we have to find is our IX. Okay, so now I'm going to go back, take our diagram. Okay, so IXX, right? So we have to find our IX. And so we know that this is our width. And we know that this is our depth. Okay, so we now have to determine our IXX. Okay, so now IXX, I'm going to divide. So okay, let's write up the formula first. Okay, so IXX is equal to width multiplied by depth cube over 12 plus by width multiplied by depth multiplied by big Y bar minus my small y bar squared. So this is the formula that we have to use for IXX. Okay. So now there are a few ways that we can do this. Okay. So we are going to look at method number 1. Right. We can find IYY for a rectangular block. And this will be equal to 120. And then this is equal to 100. Wait, yeah, 100. Then we can minus off, okay, the two small part. Let me draw better. Drawing so bad. We can take off this small part. Okay, so we're going to minus off these parts. So over here, this will be 100. This will be equal to, I think its side is 45. And this finally, when we do this, this is our IB. Okay. And we want to know what is it on our x-axis. Okay. So for this case, we have so we know that this is our width. And we know that this is our depth. Okay. So the width we have over here, the width is equal to 100. The depth is 120. Of 3 divided by 12. And then we minus off, right? So the width 45 is 90. The depth is 100. cube divided by 12. So this will be equal to 100 times the 120 power 3 divided by 12 is equal to 14.4 times 10 to the power 6 minus 90 times 100 power 3 divided by 12 is equal to 7.5 times 10 to the power 6. So the outcome of this, so this whole thing will be equal to 14.4 power 6 minus 14.4 power 6 minus by 7.5 power 6 is equal to 14.4 power 6 minus by 7.5 power 6 is equal to 6.9 times 10 to the power 6 millimeter to the power 4, or is equal to 6.9 times 10 to the power minus 6 meter to the power 4. So this is one way, but there's another way that we can do this. Okay, so if we look into, I like to do, I mean, I don't like to do both ways, but I want to show you, if you don't have confidence to take things apart, you want to apply just one formula, you can also do that. Okay, so method number 2 is you section them. Okay, so again, you section them. Okay, I'll make this bigger. So I'm going to section them this way. Okay, so this is my 1, 2, and 3. Now this is where you have to be careful. Okay, because we know that the geometric centroid is here. Okay, I'm going to draw in green. Okay, we know that this is the geometric centroid. But for part 1 and section 1 and 2, the geometric centroid is here as we draw. So the geometric centroid, okay, is here and here. So when that's the case, there's an offset that you have to consider. We call it the parallel axis theorem. So we know that 1x of 1 is equal to 1x of 2. So we know that this is still our width and this is still our depth. So the width is 100, right? The depth is equal to 10. The depth is equal to the width is 100. Yep. Wait, the width is 100. Yep. And the depth is equal to 10. Go on. The width. Yep, that is equal to 10 cube. And then we divide by 12, right? Plus by 100 times 10. And the y bar, right? So the y bar is 100 plus 10 plus 10 divided by 2. So it's 120 divided by 2 minus by 10 divided by 2 and the whole thing squared. Okay. So this will be equal to 100 times by 10 power 3 divided by 12 is equal to 8.333. Wait, 100 times 10 power 3 divided by 12 is 8.333 times 10 to the power 3 plus 60 minus by 5 squared times by 100 times 10 is equal to 3.025 times 10 to the power 6. So this will be equal to 8.333 power 3 plus 3.025 power 6 is equal to 3.0333 times 10 to the power 6 millimeter 4, or 3.0333 times 10 to the power minus 6 meter 4. Okay. And then we look at Ix of the third part. So the width is equal to 10. The depth is 103 divided by 12 plus by 10 times 100. And the centroid is at the same position, right? The centroid for the green. So this line over here is the centroid for the entire structure and also the centroid for point 3. So over here, this is equal to 0 squared. Okay. So this will be 10 times 100 power of 3 divided by 12 is equal to 833.33. I'll write this down, 833.333 times 10 to the power 3 millimeter to the power of 4. So this is equal to 833.333 times 10 to the power minus 9 meter to the power 4. So therefore, the Ix is equal to 2Ix1 plus by Ix3. Okay, so this will be equal to 2 multiplied by 3.0333 times 10 to the power minus 6 plus by 833.333 times 10 to the power minus 9. So this will be equal to 2 times by 3.0333 power minus 6 plus by 833.333 power minus 9 is equal to 6.8999 or yeah times 10 to the power minus 6 meter 4. Okay, so two different techniques. You use whatever you are comfortable. There is no one way. Okay, there's no one way, right? So the next thing, so what we have, so let's look at our formula. Okay, go back to our formula. So when we go back to our formula, so we have our, in fact, we are looking for PCR, right? We are looking for our, so we have our Ixx. So we can find our PCR. And now we can find our PCR in the what? In the YZ plane. So we have pi squared. Our Young's modulus E, we are given that 200 times 10 to the power 9 multiplied by our second moment of area. So second moment of area is 6.9 times 10 to the power minus 6. And then we are going to divide, right? Divide by our LE, and our LE is equal to, hold on. So our LE, are we given? Yeah. So what we see in our loading, so one end is fixed, right? The other end is pin. Okay, one end is fixed, one end is pin. So what we have over here is equal to 0.7 multiplied by our length of 6. Okay, our length is 6 meters. Let me check again. I know it's running late. Okay, it's running late. 6, and then the whole thing squared. Okay, so this will be equal to times by 200 power of 9 times by 6.9 power of minus 6 divided by 0.7 divided by 0.7 divided by 6 divided by 6 is equal to 772.112 times 10 to the power 3 Newton. Okay, right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll do this. We'll finish this and finish another example. Thank you for your time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I'll still stay behind if you have any questions.